kitchen staff enter through the side. That's what my aunt whispered as I stepped out of the Uber, heels sinking into the gravel. Dad's 60th, garden party, champagne towers, a tent taller than the house itself. But I wasn't invited through the front. No welcome sign with my name, no seat card, no one waiting. So I smiled, walked around back, through the catering entrance, past a server who nodded like I belonged there, among the trays, not the guests. Until someone said it, loud, clear, cutting through the string quartet like a bullet. "Madam CEO!" And just like that, the music stopped. They'd always called me the stubborn one, too loud, too ambitious, too much. My sister, Elise, was the soft one, pretty, polished, the one who'd make a good wife. I was the plan B, the she'll figure it out eventually daughter. Dad never said it outright. He didn't have to. He just didn't show up. Not for pitch competitions, not for my first funding round, not even when my name was listed in TechCrunch next to a $14 million Series A. He'd nod vaguely when people mentioned my startup, as if I ran a lemonade stand. Then brag for hours about Elise's Pinterest-worthy wedding. I started noticing the pattern after college. I'd get one-word texts for holidays, no calls, no photos, just a passive reminder that I was tolerated, not celebrated. At family dinners, they'd talk over me, smile politely when I mentioned my company, then change the subject, usually to Elise's new countertops or her husband's latest tax write-off. The tipping point came at Mom's funeral. I flew home overnight, red-eyed and shaking. Elise met me in the parking lot, said, "Dad's too emotional right now. He thinks it's better if you just stay in the back during the service." They buried my mother and buried me right beside her. But I didn't cry. I took notes. 2 weeks later, I turned down a buyout offer, $50 million. Everyone told me I was insane. I was, but not for the reason they thought. See, I wasn't building a company anymore. I was building a legacy, one they couldn't ignore, one they couldn't silence. Every late night, every ignored text, every time my father introduced me as Elise's sister, I turned it into fuel. Hired better, scaled smarter. Then came the call. Forbes, 30 under 30. Then self-made women to watch. Then the cover. I wasn't supposed to attend Dad's 60th. The invite never came. But I RSVP'd anyway, through his assistant. She was a fan, said she used my app every day. I picked a sleek black dress, no jewelry. Let the cover speak for itself. It was framed in my hands, a full printout, matte finish, title bold. The woman who built a billion-dollar empire from her garage. My eyes, my name, front and center. And when I walked past the buffet table and onto the marble platform where my father was giving his birthday toast, I held it high. He stopped mid-sentence, turned. The crowd parted like a wound. Whispers, "Is that? Wait, that's her? Oh my God, that's the founder of—" Elise turned pale. Dad blinked. "Hi," I said, calm, crisp. "Sorry I'm late. I had to come around the back." I handed him the magazine. He took it like it burned. The silence stretched. Then someone clapped. I didn't look to see who. Another joined, then another. Within seconds, the tent erupted. Not for him, for me. He tried to speak. I stepped forward. "You once told me I'd never be more than an afterthought," I said, "so I made sure to become unforgettable." I didn't stay for cake, didn't need to. I left while the applause was still ringing. Let it haunt them. I didn't do it for revenge. I did it because erasure is a quiet violence, and I needed them to feel the weight of my presence. They made me enter through the back door, but they couldn't stop the world from opening the front page. Now, I don't go home for holidays. I host my own. Elise sends messages sometimes, mostly questions. How did you raise that last round? Do you think Dad regrets what he said? I leave them on read. Because I didn't build my success for them. I built it despite them. And that's power. That's peace. That's something no entrance, no invitation, no bloodline can ever take away.